watch this breaking news?
Well, good morning, McGraw. It's good to be with you, and obviously our hearts are heavy this morning. Our thoughts and prayers are with those who were shot and injured. Pleased to hear the gunman is in custody. Concern for the members and staff and families of them who were involved in this incident. You know, it's really unfortunate that this would happen in any context, but you know, this was an attack on a bipartisan charity event. I mean, it's my understanding it was a Republican practice,
right?
But for the bipartisan congressional softball game, and believe me, folks, we want Democrats and Republicans doing these sorts of things together. The camaraderie. I say this as a legislator. I know there is tremendous value for our democracy in Democrats and Republicans just, you know, enjoying each other's company, working together for a common cause, a charitable cause. I mean, in Jefferson City, you know, there's a Senate bowling night. We do some other things throughout the year. There was a softball tournament this year that a number of folks participated in, and that sort of activity fosters relationships that are critical when we're working on sensitive issues that sometimes there will be disagreement about. And so I think it's particularly tragic
sure.
that something like that was targeted.
Yeah, happens every day all across America, and we'll wait and see more information as it comes in. While we have you, speaking of bipartisanship, working with a bunch of Republicans to investigate or open up a formal investigation into Governor Greitens. What's this about?
So a month or so ago, the governor's campaign agreed to pay a fine to the Missouri Ethics Commission in connection with Greitens' gubernatorial campaign obtaining a donor list from a private charity that he co-founded. The mission continues. So we know that his campaign obtained the list and failed to disclose that fact to the MEC, which it was required by law to do. They have admitted that wrongdoing and paid that fine. What we don't know is precisely how that happened and who was involved and how it is that list was obtained. It has been classified as an in-kind contribution, but it's my understanding the charity has denied that it willfully provided the list. And so there's concern that there could have been further wrongdoing here. And six of us, two Democrats and four Republicans, are just asking for the Senate to constitute a committee to engage in fact-finding around the circumstances under which that list was illegally obtained.
How much of this is going to look at his political nonprofit, Anew Missouri, which is not releasing the donors and then using ads against legislators for all sorts of reasons?
Well, and also very possibly coordinating potentially illegally with the governor's campaign and or the governor himself, and that is a separate topic of inquiry that has been identified in the resolution that has been filed. You know, folks need to understand that what we're seeing here is unprecedented in Missouri. There was a $1 million donation for which the donor was undisclosed late in the campaign. That is new and different. We haven't seen that in Missouri before. The rest of us have played by the rules of disclosure. And seeing a C4 entity like this with undisclosed donors, we didn't have disclosure for the inaugural. This definitely seems to be a pattern and practice, and there is concern on both sides of the aisle as to the legality of what we're seeing and the propriety of what we're seeing.
So this resolution to investigate this is going to look at that as well.
McGraw, I just lost you for a second
yeah.
there. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Steve. This resolution, this inquiry is going to look at both of these things.
Correct.
Yeah. How long do you think that this will take?
You know, it would be my hope that it wouldn't take terribly long. I do think that there's some documents to be obtained and probably some witnesses to be heard from. I would hope it would take a matter of months at most. I think the resolution gives it until the end of next year. It would certainly not be my intention for this to go on for that long.
Will this investigation have subpoena power to obtain documents from this nonprofit?
In conjunction with the President Pro Tem, yes. It's my understanding that the President Pro Tem of the Missouri Senate would need to bless any subpoena. So it really would be up to him. But yes, it's our intention to be able to obtain documents and other information necessary to engage in the fact-finding that we are proposing.
State Senator Scott Sifton, thanks for checking in, and I'm sure we'll be checking back with you on this throughout the next couple of months. Thanks for the info.
Thank you, McGraw.